An unprecedented fight for freedom goes on in Cuba as Cuban Americans look for ways to show their support.
Yeah, there's reaction from Cuban Americans right here in South Florida. Seems to be getting more intense as well. A crowd spent most of Monday on 8th Street in the Little Havana. It grew bigger into the night despite thunderstorms. Meanwhile, another large group of people fully stocked their boats with supplies with the intention of sailing towards Cuba. CBS 4's Karli Barnett has more.
Not even the rain Monday could keep people from coming out and voicing their support for the people of Cuba. Hundreds gathering on 8th Street in Miami to denounce Cuba's communist government.
They're lying to them. A lot of them don't know everything that we're doing here. But some do, and they have pictures, and we are able to send some. They took away their internet. They've taken away their light. So it's very difficult, but we're getting through little by little.
In Cuba, people are demonstrating in numbers never seen before.
I cannot stress enough how social media has played a critical part in what has happened in Cuba. The state media likes to control everything. So what happens in one part of the country or one part of the island, nobody used to know about.
Marissa Daniela is a Cuban-American social content creator with family on the island and uses her platform to share information.
For years now, people they would talk in their homes, but never on the street. And so, today we finally see something on the street.
Among the most recent reasons the Cuban people are demanding change, a devastated economy and little to no resources, especially in the midst of COVID-19.
Every day, the numbers have increased. Lack of oxygen tanks, lack of beds at hospital, the lack of food, or even good food, the lack of housing.
Retired UN professor Andy Gomez says while he's encouraged by the show of force, real change won't come easily.
Unless the Cuban military turns against the leadership of the Cuban government, I really don't see any significant change, no matter what kind of social pressure we see in Cuba.
Something Miami Police Chief Art Acevedo, who has family in Cuba, hopes to see.
I pray to God that the soldiers realize that they're Cuban and they're sons and daughters of Cuba, and they need to stand with the people, not with the illegitimate, repressive, murderous government.
President Joe Biden voiced U.S. support.
We call on the government of Cuba to refrain from violence or attempts to silence the voice of the people of Cuba.
But people in Cuba and here in South Florida remaining hopeful for change.
We want freedom, once and for all.
The U.S. Coast Guard is urging people not to travel to the island by boat. They say they will be monitoring and policing the waters for everybody's safety. In Miami, Karli Barnett, CBS 4 this morning.